Hello and welcome to Indiana ArtsDesk. I'm Marcus Jackman. Thanks for tuning in, and a big thank you to the art community of Marion and everyone who came out to last week's Art Meet. Coming up this week, an art contest for kids up to age 17, sponsored by a 12-time Nobel Peace Prize nominee, plus the arts calendar. But first, Gullah Kinfolk, this weekend at Arts Place in Portland.
Oh, when I get there, amen.
Hallelujah.
Oh, when I get there. Oh.
Gullah is a name for both a dialect and a people, the descendants of slaves brought from West Africa to the islands and lowlands of South Carolina and northern Georgia, where they are sometimes called Geechee. Anita Singleton-Prather, Gullah researcher and storyteller, says the men and women from West Africa were skilled in rice cultivation. That, plus the different labor involved in growing rice, both made these slaves more valuable and gave them an opportunity to keep more of their culture alive.
Well, in Beaufort County, the Africans had more free time. So if I finished my particular task at 11 or 12 during the day, then I had the rest of the day to do more things that I wanted to do. And a lot of times the master would allow you to have, your own little personal garden plots, so you were able to garden or go out in the woods and maybe hunt, trap animals and that kinds of things. And it gave us more time to retain and maintain more of our African traditions.
Of course, one of the marks of Gullah is the dialect, a mix of West African languages and, depending on the nationality of the slave master, English, German, or French. Singleton-Prather says even for people who grew up with and around spoken Gullah like she did, it can be difficult to follow.
My father's people had a real strong Gullah dialect. I mean, you almost need an interpreter to understand what was being said.
What did it sound like?
Yeah, I'm going to get it if I cut your rice, yeah. And you be sitting, we go to Mary's house, and it takes you 30 minutes to an hour to realize what she's saying. And the more you didn't understand, of course, the faster she talked and the louder she talked. So the more nervous you got, and the more nervous you got, the more you fumble, and the louder and faster she spoke, so the less you understood. Finally, you caught on to the rhythm of what she was saying, and then, things would calm down. But it was funny growing. But I was always the one that would listen. I loved hearing her dialogue, her dialect. I loved listening to them talk.
So now Singleton-Prather tours around the country with a group of her relatives called Gullah Kinfolk, singing the spirituals of Gullah culture and telling stories in Gullah dialect. She says beyond the enjoyment of her work is a serious goal: racial reconciliation between the descendants of slaves and descendants of slave owners.
Let me put it this way. We're always complaining about something. Black folks always complain about something. Well, the white man ain't doing this. So ain't doing this. Okay, so if they're not, then what are you going to do about it? Stop complaining and stop always pointing fingers. Find a solution. That's my philosophy. So if you've been complaining, black folks have been complaining that white folks have been misrepresenting the story for all these years, then you tell your own story. You understand me? I don't try to go around. I'm not going to try to tell you how Italian Americans did whatever. I'm not going to try to tell the Jewish American story. But I can tell my story.
Singleton-Prather believes Gullah Kinfolk is a special calling for her, given by God, to be an instrument of peacemaking, not evening up the score.
And he told me my ministry was Gullah. I said, well, praise God. Well, I get to do Gullah. I get to tell white folks just how bad they were to black people and get paid for it. God said, wrong answer. He took this and he purged me. And he showed me how I had so much prejudice and so much racism in me. I didn't think black people could be racist. I thought we had a right to be angry at white folks. But he showed me. He said racism doesn't have a color. It's just ugly, and I don't like it. There's been times that I've performed and I'm the only black. And I know I'm among Klansmen or whatever, but that doesn't matter. I don't go there to threaten anybody. But before the evening is over with, they'll come, eyes teary, and they'll say thank you. That might be all they get to say. Some come up and say, I'm so sorry. Or some will come up and say, can I just give you a hug? So it's a healing moment. And I'm not there to judge anybody, because nobody has a monopoly on hurt and pain. No group has a monopoly on suffering. Everybody has suffered. Everybody has been oppressed. And everybody at some time has been the oppressor.
Gullah Kinfolk play at Arts Place in Portland Saturday night at 8 o'clock. For more information, call 260-726-4809 or go online at artsland.org.